Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss in life is what dies inside us while we're still alive. Sometimes life might be a beach, but what can we do? We have to live and we have to shine. My name is Lilian Muli. This is our first episode in Hidden Tears. We are handling issues that we face every day, issues that people face in our societies and in our institutions every day, and we don't seem to notice them. So our main aim is to empower. Our main aim is to make you shine, to be the person you are meant to be. Today, in our first episode, we'll be having two ladies from Laikipia University. Welcome. We'll be handling the issues that ladies go through, especially in higher learning institutions, when they get situations like being a young mother in a university. How the environment affects them, how they cope, and how they survive. So today in our profile, we are humbled to have Mercy and Irene. Let's start with Mercy, your name, your age, and your school profile, please.
Thank you, Lilian. My name is Mercy Tonui. I'm a fourth-year student taking education arts. I'm 23 years old.
Getting down to our profile today, I want to inquire, when did you notice that you were expectant?
Okay, I got to know that I was expectant when I was one month, 1 week. So like it was 5 weeks.
How did you react to it? Knowing that you're a student and all of a sudden you're expectant. How did you feel?
What I felt at first is that feeling of getting shocked. Like it's not something that you expected. So you're in that state of confusion. What will I do? Whom will I tell as the first person? Then knowing that you're a student, how will you go? How will you go about it now? Now that I'm a fourth-year student, what will I do? How am I going to cope with my friends?
Okay, so how did you relate to your friends and your family and maybe your colleagues from home?
For me, it's not, I'm not the first person to get pregnant.
Yeah.
I have friends also who are mothers. So the first people whom I approached, like my peers who are mothers who came before me, those whom we joined with campus. So I told them, then I seeked advice on what did they do, how did they get to tell their parents, like, you see.
What made your decision? What cooked up your decision?
Motivated my decision, that feeling of acceptance. First, when I told now the baby daddy that I was expecting, when he accepted it, now that it is that feeling, I felt that feeling of I'm relieved. So it was a motivation to me.
Okay, just touching on a personal level question, who is the father of the kid?
It's someone from outside, not from the kid. He supports me fully.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the things that you're going through being a student in Laikipia University?
First, like your friends. What you go through is like people talking about you, then people judging you. Someone will judge me according to the way I am at this moment. But one thing that they should understand is, first, getting a kid is not a problem, or it's not a sin. The problem there is you've gotten it is wrong timing. So first, let them accept that. Let them accept their fellow students. Accept that they're their sisters. Like for you, if you get your elder or your smaller sister getting pregnant, of course you have to accept her first. Don't talk about her because we're human beings.
Sure.
Yeah, we go through a lot. We have feelings. So when you go talking about someone, then you discourage that person. You may even get that person. You may get that person trying to think of maybe committing suicide or things like that.
Oh, okay. So what did you expect the school to do for you, or the health center that we have in Laikipia University, but they couldn't provide? Okay.
So one thing that I think Laikipia should do is give accommodation to expectant mothers. Also, they should give maternity services because these are students.
Yeah.
They pay school fees.
Yeah.
So they should give them that feeling of acceptance.
From what you've heard, life is what you choose. Life is all about what you plan for yourself and how you picture it. It's not all about what others want for you. Next, we shall be talking to Irene after the short break. Welcome back to section 2. We'll be meeting Irene. Welcome, Irene.
Thank you.
So, what's your name? What's your school profile? Your age, please?
My name is Irene Ireri. I am 22 years old. I take Bachelor of Arts, English and Communication.
Okay. So, when did you know that you were expectant?
Actually, it happened after 2 months. That's when I realized I was pregnant. Yeah.
2 months, that's a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time because the very first month I missed my menses and I called my mom and she was like, hey, Irene, do a change of climate and stuff, that can be a cause. So I was just comfortable about the whole thing. Then the second month, here I am. I didn't get my menses. That's when I realized by day I am pregnant.
How did you feel? What was your reaction?
I was shocked. I was very disappointed in myself. Here I am a first year, the very first semester. My parents had much expectations from me. A lot of things crossed my mind. Actually, there was a point where I kind of tried to kill myself. I took an overdose. Then luckily my friends helped me out. The other thing, I was thinking about abortion.
Are you the first one?
No, I am not the first one.
Yeah.
I am the third one in our family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the response from your friends and your family and the people around you? How did they take the message? Did your parents react negatively or your friends? How did they take it?
Actually, the first person I talked to was my grandmother because we were very tight at that time. Then during that period, my parents had separated.
Okay.
Yeah. And I used to live with my dad alone.
Yeah.
Here I am. My dad I'm like a daddy's girl, so he expects a lot from me.
Okay.
So it was hard for me to call him and tell him, Dad, by the way, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
And it's the very first semester. So I talked to my grandma and she was like, she encouraged me. You're not the first one and you shouldn't abort. And she just helped me to accept myself.
Okay.
Then after I talked to my grandma, I had my friend. Okay, my friend Eve, she was so supportive by the way. She used to come and check on me every time. And with that, I was like, I accepted myself.
Okay.
You're a young mother, you should embrace this. So then I called my dad. I told him, by the way, Dad, I am pregnant. I gathered that courage and told my dad I am pregnant. He was very, very disappointed. But he didn't question me, actually.
Yeah.
He is the one person who stood by me all that time. Because, as I said, they had separated with Pam. So I used to live with my dad alone. He took me for clinics. He used to make sure that I have everything I need. Yani, alinieka kwa a position that I never expected.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if I jump to a personal level, who was the father of the kid? The name?
He was a student. I was a first year that time. He was a second year. And he wasn't that supportive, let me say. Because when I was pregnant, actually he was dating some other chick. A chick I knew, so you see that situation was very hard for me. But I just made it through.
So that means he did not accept the fact that the child belonged to him.
I told him, but he didn't deny it.
So what are the challenges were you going through when you were in Laikipia University during that period?
Most obvious thing, people will talk about you negatively. There is no support from the school. I'm sorry to say that. There are a couple of challenges that I went through that time. First, criticism from people around me, my friends. Not every friend stood by me at that time as I expected. And then there was that psychological torture. Here I am. I loved this guy. I expected he would support me in everything, but he started dating some other chick. I was strong. Actually, I joined church that time that I was pregnant.
Yeah.
I was an active member. Then I delivered. During that period of the long holiday, the first year long holiday. I delivered. Right now my kid is 3 years old.
Yeah.
She's a girl, a very beautiful girl, and I have gone through a lot with her. I've been to hospitals. I have missed classes because of her.
Yeah.
There was a time I was admitted at Aga Khan, Gertrude. I've been to Kenyatta because of her. But at least with the help of God, I was able to go through all that.
Okay.
And right now I am a proud mother. I'm a fourth year actually namaliza shule. Being a young mother, it has been a challenge, lakini I will just say it has made me who I am right now.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think Laikipia University institution, like any other institution in Kenya, can do for young mothers?
I will be so encouraged if there was something like forums for them to educate them. It's the first time you're getting pregnant. You've never been a mother again, so they should educate you on how to go about it,
Yeah.
how you should eat, your health,
Yeah.
how you should deal with. Okay, you should deal with your situation at that time, and how you should also deal with your education at that time, because it's a very hard situation.
Yeah. When we come to comrades, how did students around you take you? Did they judge you? Did they feel like you're this loose chick who just got pregnant on the first year that she came to the university? How was the situation?
Okay, from the comrades, there was positive energy, negative energy. My classmates, okay, my classmates, like each and every girl in my class, they stood by me. They were kuni-enjoy too, but nile wana ku-enjoy, they are encouraging you. Yeah. But there are people who will talk about you negatively. Unapata msee anakuangalia, you go to church, mtu tu anakuangalia, you feel intimidated, you feel like you're in the wrong place.
Let me go to our last session. What advice would you give to the young mothers and to the institution at large with such situations, maybe in the next few years or in the next, I don't know how many years?
Okay, the advice I would give to young mothers, the most important thing that you should do is to accept yourself. It all starts from there.
Okay.
So I will just advise people to encourage the young mothers, to stand by them, to support them where possible. And if you're expectant, you find yourself expectant, I wouldn't advise anyone to think of abortion, because that is prone to come to your mind the very first time you find out that you're pregnant. Abortion has to come to your mind. That's an obvious thing. But you should sit down and think about the situation. After I abort, what next? Maybe this is a blessing from God.
Back to Mercy. What's your advice?
For us mothers, or for students like me who are yet to become mothers, accept yourself. Don't torture yourself psychologically. Get encouraged. Then that should be your point of motivation. The school, it should provide accommodation to such students, especially now that for mothers sometimes you develop some sickness, maybe at night or something like that, so they should be well taken care of.
Okay. Thank you so much. We appreciate having you here, Mercy and Irene. I guess the message is passed well, and we appreciate the effort of being the first people to launch Hidden Tears to empower our young ladies in our institutions in Kenya. Steve Jobs said, stay hungry, stay foolish. So if you have this video, please watch it and share it to your friends. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our Instagram page and our Facebook page. Like. Clouderling, Hidden Tears is the page. Have been your host till we meet again, Lilian Muli. Thank you.